One night I was sitting on Pinterest and I happened to come across an Element that was pretty heavily modded, and I started looking more into them. And then eventually I bought my first one.
What's up guys, Patrick here, New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Finally have a Honda Element on the channel. Drew's going to give us a tour inside and out of this rig. It is awesome, so join us for the tour.
What's going on guys, my name is Drew. This is my 2008 Honda Element that I've turned into an Overland rig, and here's a little bit about it. So this is a 2008, it's 5-speed all-wheel drive. This is the EX trim. I bought it from the original owner in Connecticut a couple of years ago for just $4,000. And obviously I have put a lot of time and money into this. So I guess starting things off for my Element nerd fans, this is Tangerine Orange Pearl. Ended up doing a 3-inch lift kit from HRG. And these are 15 by 10 Krager D window wheels with 235/75, just all season tires. They get the job done. Ended up doing the light bar brackets from Rob Deasy. You can find his products on elementdriven.com. Ended up putting a 52-inch curved bar up there. Got the little yellow light pods. These help with vision in the snow. And if you drive in the woods a lot like I do, they help highlight animal eyes actually. From there, have his roof rack. This is a full platform rack. It goes front to back. That's a 64-inch cargo basket up top. Keep my spare tire up there, keep a box of camping equipment in there, you know, propane, things of that nature. Got my wood chopping axe up there, also have a hatchet, and on the side I have a 8 by 8 foot awning here. It's great for shelter and things of that nature. The snorkel is from XJ Cherokee. Retrofitted, definitely needs a little bit of work, but hey, it works. Fender flares are actually from eBay. I don't remember exactly what size they are, but I took a chance and bought some, and they actually fit pretty well. On the front is the OEM Honda rock deflector, which is actually pretty rare to have. If you come down the side, got the ladders from Rob Deasy as well. Also the window racks for holding spare fuel, extra shovel for digging out, tail light guards. If you come over here, we'll go inside. So right now, just have the front seats in. This is my solo camper setup. Couple little custom things in here. This is the Sylvania road sight mirror. It's a front and rear dash cam. It also has a full-time live feed from the rear cam because my windows are blocked, but we'll get to that. 5-speed, so you know, nice little shift knob in there. I vinyl wrapped some of the pieces in here because I like the wood. Got this 10-inch Apple CarPlay head unit. It's nice to have, you know, all your stuff up there, and kind of updates the interior a little bit. Up top, I have my 2-way radio mount. A lot of the guys I go out with, we just use these. They're a lot easier. Just little storage compartments and things like that. I kind of threw together this crazy cargo net setup. Typically, the driver's side will be my stuff, passenger side will be my wife's stuff, and then in the rear is usually my kids' stuff. So, and then coming down into the back here, have a 27-quart refrigerator. We keep all of our food and things in there. It's also a freezer. Powering that is the EcoFlow River Max, hooked into a 100-watt solar panel that's actually up on the roof rack, but we'll get to that. This is actually a portable little toilet, mostly for my kids because they're not really accustomed to just going out in the woods yet. And then just the 5G iPad we use just to, you know, watch some movies and stuff while we're here. Back of the seats, I have more storage, little Molly storage pouches and stuff. Keep like my dog's leashes and stuff like that in these. Moving over to the windows, these are HRG Molly panels. These are steel. They are very durable. Just good for mounting stuff. I don't have everything mounted up here right now, but also provides a little bit of security so nobody can just smash through the window. So one of the coolest parts about the Element actually is the rubber flooring. Very easy to clean, very easy to vacuum. Definitely a very pet-friendly car. And then over here I also have my controls for the light bar and then my auxiliary lights as well. I still have obviously 5 spaces open for more accessories. Haven't sorted that out yet. This is a TPMS monitor. I have aftermarket TPMS sensors on it because this actually will tell me what my tire pressure is. The factory unit doesn't tell you what it is, it just tells you if it's low or not. Coming around back, we have the tail light guards. Never hurts to have a little bit of protection for your lights on the trail. Again, my little trail shovel that I use just for grabbing really quick to get in and out. Up top here, a little more storage. This cage is actually from a Subaru. I believe it was an Outback, so I repurposed it just to be able to have a little extra security back here. And I also have the Reflectix window covers I put in there. They're black on one side to completely make the windows almost, you can't see in them or anything. And then back here again, more HRG Molly panels hanging out up here. I use these for, again, storage pouches, keep like my Life water bottle or my Life straw bottle and stuff like that in here. Fans for circulation, especially if it's warm out. Again, from Element Driven, this is the Rain Dean sunroof cover, just a great little addition, keeps some extra light out. And then over on this side, a couple more little Molly storage compartments. There is a rear 12-volt socket in these, which makes it really nice for adding accessories in the back and have power. Another storage pouch over there. You can never have enough storage. The solar panel that runs down into the EcoFlow, actually, there's a sunroof in the back, which I actually didn't touch on even though saying the cover. So I just ran the wire right up through the sunroof. It goes right up there. 100-watt Renogy solar panel up there, and that powers everything. And as long as the weather isn't overcast for too long, I can typically power the fridge and everything for up to at least probably 10 to 15 days nonstop. So we always have power when we're off the grid, and always cold or frozen food as we need it. So now that we're at the back and you can really see just how open this is, right now I am set up for solo camping, but typically when I go out, more often than not, I have my wife and my 2 daughters and my dog with me. So typically what we do is it'll be my wife and I, our German Shepherd down by the center console at our legs usually, and then we have our one of our toddlers will sleep up top by us, and then there's actually a Jeep Wrangler roll cage hammock hanging on that window over there that I strap across to the other side, and then my other toddler, she actually hammocks over top of our legs. So this fits 2 adults, 2 kids, and a German Shepherd. It's by no means a 5-star hotel, but it's comfortable. It does the job. Normally there are 2 back seats that fold up flat against the wall, but I do have them out. I'm solo right now, but any extra space really helps. But typically, even with the seats folded up, we all fit in here pretty good. So then on the back, the sought after Gobi ladder. These are pretty hard to find anymore, and if you do, you're typically spending at least $400 on one. On the back of the DZ rack under the solar panel, these are just some extra max tracks, just in case we get jammed up on a trail. Just a trash bag. I also keep kind of spare ratchet straps for roof rack accessories up there. Do have the CB antenna, but unfortunately I don't really use it anymore now that we have 2-way units that we all use. This is kind of more or less just hanging out here for show. I get a lot of questions from people about what is this bumper. There usually is a swing arm on it with my spare tire, but the whole unit was pretty heavy as one piece. This is an XJ bumper, or I'm sorry, a JK Wrangler bumper that me and a buddy, we figured out how to mount up to this and still have it removable. It's not welded to the car, it's just bolted. But this was kind of just like a guinea pig experiment. I will be doing an actual custom tube bumper sooner or later. And then again, this side, another window rack. I have OCD. I wanted to have both sides evened out. Another 8x8 foot awning, because you never know, what kind of trail you're going to be parking on and how you can deploy one or the other. So I like to have one for each. I keep my spare shovel up here. This one's for, really digging something out if I really get jammed up. And again, another door ladder just in case I need it. Another cool thing we did on the inside here is the passenger seat, so we can get even more space. This has a swivel, so you just pull it forward a little bit and you can spin this 90, or you can go full 180 and just hang out in here. So this is a purpose-built swivel bracket from Heroes Hot Rods out in Washington, and they actually make them for both sides. Right now I only have the passenger, but yeah, that was definitely a game changer for the interior for sure. So I get asked all the time, why did you go with an Element? Now, I've had a pretty extensive history of Jeeps and things like that, and I always found them to be way overkill for the things that I typically do. In my opinion, if you ever want to see the greatest scenes in life, you have to hike to them more so than you're ever going to drive to them, at least on the East Coast. One night I was sitting on Pinterest and I happened to come across an Element that was pretty heavily modded, and I started looking more into them. And then eventually I bought my first one out in Massachusetts, drove it around for a couple of years. I actually did a lot of these parts were already on that one. That one was the guinea pig to see how it would perform and how, you know, just living with it day to day would be. And I ended up falling in love with it. I think these are fantastic vehicles. The all-wheel drive system is really good. Gas mileage could be better, but it's shaped like a brick, so what do you expect? But tons of space, they're very reliable, and they're relatively cheap to obtain, and there's lots of aftermarket in development the past couple of years, so you can really do a lot with them now. So thanks for having me, Patrick. This has been really fun. Not too often I get to talk about my own rig. If you want to learn more about Elements, if you're interested in buying one, there's plenty of groups on Facebook, Honda Element Owners Group. My personal group is Honda Element Camping and Overland, especially if you're into them like this. That'll be the place to go if you want to really see what you can do with these and get ideas from other people. And then if you want to just keep up to date with what I got going on, you can follow me on Instagram at Overland_element. And yeah, thanks for watching.